This is Officer Tazabah out of Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, sorry, out of 1 West 125th Street under Commanding General Yohana, man. And this is the Brotherhood class. And we here to let blacks, Hispanics know who they are according to the Bible and that they are the chosen people of the Most High God. Call her name, the city. Shalom, Lord in Christ, Atazah.
Oh, wow, Lord Christ.
Yeah, so we finna get it cracking, right? So, you know, call her name, city. Okay, no shit. Yeah, so you know, I've been seeing a lot of bad things going on in the world, and I've been seeing a lot of good things going on in the world. You know, the horrible thing, you know, our brother died, got choked to death, smothered to death. You know what I mean? By our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? That was a horrible thing seeing that. Right now, our brothers is out there protesting. And one of the bad things is they're protesting side by our oppressors. And really, though, most of it is our oppressors out there protesting. You know, we was out there in a protest, you know what I'm saying, not too long ago, you know, doing interviews. We don't condone protesting or marching or, you know what I'm saying, because it's never really done anything for us. So we went out there specifically for interviews, you know, to interview our people, you know, and what we seen out there, it was, you know what I'm saying, very, very few of us out there. It was mostly our oppressors out there, you know. So, you know, instantly, you know what I'm saying, you know something's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You know something's wrong with that. The people that deceive the world is out there protesting right now, talking about Black Lives Matter when they're the ones killing us. You know what I mean? But one of the good things I have seen is I've seen a lot of, you know what I'm saying, blacks, so-called blacks and so-called Hispanics, you know what I'm saying, uniting. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the good things. So I want to bring out something positive, you know what I'm saying, because this is important and this is a commandment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, from the Most High God that we do in these times, man, because we are the people that's undesired. You know, I just seen not too long ago some Latin kings and some brothers, you know, working out their differences and stuff, and I've seen a lot of Judites, you know what I'm saying, blacks, you know what I'm saying, holding up the Mexican flag and, you know, showing solidarity with them and stuff, and vice versa with with a lot of our Isupk brothers, the Mexicans, you know, throwing up Black Lives Matter and stuff, and you know that's a beautiful thing, man, because you know that's a commandment from the Lord, you know, that we get together, man, and you know what I'm saying. And I just want to bring that out. And that was a beautiful thing, man. But you know, but really though, we are the same people. You know, we go through all the same, you know what I'm saying, curses, the same. You know what I'm saying, we've been saying in the UPK, man, we go through the same curses. You know what I'm saying? People that hate the black man, you know what I'm saying, hate the Mexican man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The same oppression they do to doing to the Mexican man, they doing to the black man. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I mean? And it's been going on, you know what I'm saying, forever, for like 400 years. You know what I mean? But that's because we, you know what I'm saying, we're going through that because we God's chosen people, man. And we need to, you know what I'm saying, we need to obey our Father. You know what I'm saying? And with that, let me get
Like I said, if I may,
go
you
ahead.
know what you bring out is so heavy, and you know that's what Christ died for, to bring the two kingdoms back together.
Right.
You know, the northern and southern kingdoms, and you know what I'm realizing, like you say, you're saying something good. You know, as priests and prophets, our job is to perpetuate the agenda of the Most High in Christ.
Right.
You know, so we're on our jobs, our everyday life. You know, we hear about these beefs between blacks and Hispanics. You know, it's our jobs as priests and prophets to squash that stuff and let a brother know, hey, Christ died for exactly what you're talking about, to bring us together, not to be fighting against each other.
Right.
Right. And because we always talking about what one has done to the other. I'm like, brother, it starts with you.
Right.
You know, to come into this truth, learn these laws, statutes, and commandments, and teach these laws, statutes, and commandments to the other kingdom. So,
Right.
you know, like I said, that's what heavy what you're bringing out. And like I say, you know, just as priests and prophets, that's what our job is. That's what we're commanded to do.
Right. Right. Yeah. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, the water for that, man. And you know, I want to clap it up for the Lord, though,
That's right.
because right now the Lord is showing our brothers and sisters who the enemy really is, you know, and waking our people up, you know, and you know, the reason why we in this condition right now is because we don't hearken to the Lord. You know, we need to listen to the Lord and obey his commandments, man. So you know, I see our people taking steps to, you know what I'm saying, to get out of this situation, because we need it. You know what I'm saying? Black man, you need the Mexican man.
Right.
Mexican man, you need the black man. And we need all the tribes. We need all 12 tribes, you know what I'm saying, to fall in line with the Lord, you know what I'm saying, and come get in this ISUPK, man. We need all y'all. But with that, let me get Deuteronomy 27 and 1.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
So we supposed to keep the commandments. That's one of the reasons why, you know, we in this situation in the first place, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. You know what I'm saying? The our enemies, the oppressors, they are showing their true colors, man. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of protesters kneeling with the police. Them police, once all this is over, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing. They're going to go right back to killing and terrorizing you. You know what I'm saying? You got other people with their friends, you know what I'm saying, on the ground while they got their knee on their neck, other oppressors, just taunting you. You know what I'm saying? Just taunting you. They don't care about this so-called Black Lives Matter movement. That's really a white movement. It ain't even our movement. That stuff is organized by Antifa and other groups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With, you know what I'm saying, you over here rioting and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and want to do what they do in the midst of anarchy group and undercover police officers and undercover, you know what I'm saying, Nazis and whatever. You know what I'm saying, white supremacist groups.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you're doing. You're out there, you know what I'm saying? You in the right spirit, but you know what I'm saying, you're doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? You need to come into the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's going to fix our people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, can you put that paper back? You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to fix our people, man. Because we you know what I'm saying? You gotta go ahead and turn that. Yeah, the water. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, man, these people is trying to set you up for straight failure. Like they've already been setting you up for straight failure. They already been setting you up for straight failure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta just look at the signs and just look at the little traps that they're setting out for you, man. You know what I'm saying? They said they putting pallets of a whole pallet of bricks out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Bricks out of nowhere. Who just sets a whole pallet of bricks out of nowhere for you just to sit there for you to just pick up and throw?
Right.
They got, you know what I'm saying, there's reports of people pulling up by black people, handing them bricks and, you know what I'm saying, pulling up by where a bunch of black people is and busting the window and then putting Black Lives Matter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you don't think that that's not crafty counsel? They're taking crafty counsel against you. You know what I mean?
Like if I may say.
Good.
Once again, you know, you're looking at it's basically two different factions of white groups fighting against each other, using us as pawns. You know, like you said, they put bricks out on this side. And I saw a video of a supposed protest, and this police, I believe, was a captain, you know, at this protest. And, you know, being the deceiving oppressor that he is, he talks to the people, talking about, well, let's turn this from a protest to a parade. So now he's talking about walking up the street as a parade for what has happened to his brother George Floyd and this crimes that have been perpetrated against our people for centuries.
Disgusting.
So you go from protest to parade, you know, deceiving and beguiling the people.
Right.
That's all I want to bring out, sir.
Damn right, man. That's a good point, man. That's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? They just want to, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta stop being exploited, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just want to, you know, use us for their own agenda. You know what I'm saying? You know, they like one group, you know what I'm saying, they want to go up against the, you know what I'm saying, the government or whatever. They the anarchic group. We got another group that just wants to destroy us, you know what I'm saying, the Nazis, and you know what I'm saying, and then we got police trying to, you know, they've been trying to destroy us, but they need us. All these people need us. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what we need is to follow the commandments and gather ourselves together. That's what we need. With that, let me get Deuteronomy 28:1.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What does it mean to come to pass? When the Bible says it shall come to pass. You know, this is what it means. It absolutely is going to happen. This is absolutely going to happen. When it says it come to pass. Read that from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we hearken diligently, if we pay attention vigorously, you know what I'm saying, to the Lord, to do all his commandments, you know what I'm saying? Because you a fool or you're dumb and simple-minded. If you're not paying attention, paying close attention to what's going on today, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you, man. You don't know that we are at war.
Right.
We at war right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Black, Hispanic people, we at war right now. You know what I'm saying? They're using you. They're using you. They want to slaughter you. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is going to lead to a lot of us losing our lives. It already has. It already has. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you need to follow the Lord's instructions. Go ahead.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So you need to observe and do all the commandments. You know what I'm saying? If you're not observing and doing all the commandments, you're not trying to get saved out of this hellhole. You're not trying to get saved out of this trap. You know what I mean? We getting used left and right. You know what I'm saying? They eating us like food, man. We power their whole system. You know what I'm saying? All the other, even the other nations. You know, we're their battery. You know, so how is our way out of it? You know what I'm saying? Our way out of it is this instruction we got from the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Observe and doing all his commandments. Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
And that's our benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be our benefit from it. We're going to be set on high above all the nations. You know what I'm saying? They'll be up under our feet. We'll be using them for our needs instead of them for their needs. You know what I'm saying? They want a war against the government. They're trying to use Black Lives Matter to do it. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't participate on their white on white crime or their white on white fight. We shouldn't have no part in that. You know what I'm saying? We should be busy gathering together trying to fix our people. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fix what's wrong with us. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're not in UPK, you should be trying to come to the UPK and trying to get this help to fix you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn how to fix your people.
That's right.
How to learn how to conduct yourself to be a better example for your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn not to be so emotional to where, you know what I'm saying, the brother step on the sheet and you blow his brains out. You know what I'm saying? You know. And you know, a lot of I'm seeing what is happening. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it to all the brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? That's working out their differences. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons why is because they got a bigger problem.
Right.
They're fighting with each other. Call the name and city. Most High Christ. Shalom, Adawan.
Shalom, Christ.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Working out our differences. But with that, let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
There it goes again. It shall come to pass. You know what I'm saying? That means, you know what I'm saying, that it's definitely going to happen. Well,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
if you will not hearken to the voice of the Most High, which we're not doing today. You know what I'm saying? We still want to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and pork ribs. We still want to, you know what I'm saying, sleep with whoever we want, like another man's wife, and you know what I'm saying, and sleep with women and leave them, and you know what I'm saying, and just all types of sin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we just want to do whatever we want to do, and you know what I'm saying, like it's normal. You know what I'm saying? And what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, is we're destroying our lives and our brothers' lives. You go eat that shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork, man. You're gonna ruin your body. You know what I mean? You're gonna get some kind of parasite in you, some kind of health ailment. You know what I'm saying? You go sleep with that brother's wife. You gonna destroy this brother's family. You're gonna destroy this brother's family. you know what I'm saying, you go sleep with some random dude on the street, you gonna get sick, come back, give it to your husband. It's just like a domino effect. It's just like it just spread like cancer, you know. So you can't, you know what I'm saying, you know, these rules are in here to protect us. You know what I'm saying? They not just to put us upon high, they're here to protect us. You know what I mean? So go ahead with that.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes.
To observe and do all his commandments and live by his statutes. This is our protection. This is our way out. This is our way on top. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that we need to be doing to, you know what I'm saying, to save us. You know what I'm saying? To get mercy from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't do it on our own. We can't do it on our own, man. You know what I'm saying? You could probably get a bunch of guns and put up a good fight. You know what I'm saying? You're probably putting up that good fight before, you know what I'm saying, before your oppressor flies a predator drone right in the living room and destroys your house and your whole family. You know what I'm saying? We need to wake up and realize how much we need the Lord.
Right.
We need to wake up and realize how much we need his instruction. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need to wake up how much we need the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? That is one of our greatest weapons, the brotherhood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't fight this monster when we fighting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight everybody and, you know what I'm saying, and yourself. That's ridiculousness, man. That's nonsense.
Right.
Go ahead.
Which I command thee this day.
That's a commandment from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Anything the Most High say is a commandment. Anything the Most High say do is a commandment. Go ahead.
That all of these curses shall come upon thee.
So all these curses gonna come upon you. We just went over what we need to do to be set upon high. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't listen to what the Lord got to say, if you don't hearken diligently to the Lord, you know what I'm saying, which means to listen vigorously, you know what I'm saying, you gonna come across all these curses. And isn't that what we're going through now? We're going through curses right now. We're getting smothered in the middle of the street in broad daylight on camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Good night. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters is being whores out there, popping, you know what I'm saying, popping their butt to the police on at the protest. Like that's really doing, like that's really helping the situation. You know what I'm saying? Our people was on drugs, man, homosexuality. You know what I'm saying? Just on the border, you know what I'm saying, our kids are getting, you know what I'm saying, snatched up and put in cages, man. Is that not cursed? Is that not, if that's not cursed, then I don't know what curses is. You know what I mean? We are cursed in this land, and we need to get back to doing what the Lord tells us to do so we can get out of this situation that we in, man.
Right.
You know, I don't know about y'all, but I want, you know what I'm saying, us brothers in the UPK, we want to please our King, you know what I'm saying, in the Most High, so he can get that order to come save us out of this situation, man.
Right.
This whole kingdom's supposed to be ours. It's supposed to be ours, you know. But you know, we so stiff necked that, you know, we willing to let it get to this bad, and we're gonna let it get worse. It's gonna get a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Most High is trying to let you know, man. You know, we just had the COVID-19, you know what I'm saying, plaguing the world. And before the COVID-19 is even over, you know, now we have riots all over the United States and other countries. You know what I'm saying? Do you really, really think that this ain't the Lord? This is the Most High, man. The Most High is doing this. And there's going to be more plagues to come, man. There's going to be more, you know what I'm saying? There's going to be more to come. You know what I mean? Give me Deuteronomy 28:16.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Ain't we cursed in the city? You know what I'm saying? You can't even go nowhere without getting pulled over by the police, and you're lucky if you don't get killed. You know what I'm saying? Is that not cursed in the city?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cities getting burnt out down and stuff right now, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, it's poverty everywhere and you know, it's just crazy out there, man. Even before the riots, man, what the cities look like in our neighborhoods, man.
Right.
You know, curse when we in the city, man. But really curse we in the city now, man. Go ahead.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Now we've always been cursed in the field. You know what I'm saying? During slavery, we was cursed in the field, and we curse in the field now. You know what I'm saying? You know what? You know, in the field is the work. You know what I'm saying? We barely make enough money to make rent, man. You know, our Isupk brothers out there picking that produce with all them pesticides, getting cancer. You know what I'm saying? Barely making enough money doing that. You know what I mean? We've been cursed in the field. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay cursed in the field until we get back to obeying these laws and commandments, man. Until we need to please the Lord, you know what I'm saying, with our obedience. That's what's gonna save us, is obedience to the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And the faith and faith in obedience, man. You know, follow these rules and commandments, you know what I'm saying, and be obedient. That is what's gonna save you. You know what I mean? Go ahead. That's it on that. Yeah, let me get 28 and 32.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now this is a sad, horrible one to think about. You know what I'm saying? Our sons and our daughters given away to another people. You know what I'm saying? What's right now happening on the border? Little kids, our babies, stripped away from their parents, thrown in a cage, in a dog kennel. You know what I'm saying? I seen one of the little brothers like in the cage today, man, in the picture, man, crying for his mama, man. That kind of hurt me. You know what I'm saying? I hated seeing that. Seeing that little boy right there crying for his mom, you know what I'm saying? That just let me know what kind of monsters we up under, man. You know what I'm saying? That made me, you know what I'm saying, look at my kids different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at my little kids different. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that any given time these monsters can come and just take our kids and throw them in a little dog kennel. And the things they're doing to these kids. You know what I'm saying? They're molesting them. You know, they you know what I'm saying, they're saying, oh, so many kids got lost in the system, so they claim. You know what I mean? This is just, you know what I'm saying, horrible. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm going to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because we need the Lord's protection, man,
right,
for our kids, man. We have no might. You know what I'm saying? And we've never had no might to protect our kids, man, since early slavery, because we still in slavery now. From when they used to take our kids and sell them to another person. from when they used to take our kids and molest them, from when they used to take our kids and use them as alligator bait. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? Could you imagine that somebody taking your kid and use them as alligator bait? You know what I mean? We up under some monsters, man.
Right.
We up under some total monsters, man. Some I don't care what you say, man. These people that we are under, these oppressors, they sickos. You know what I'm saying? These people are sick. You know what I mean? You know, we need to be saved by these people from the Lord. Go ahead.
Okay. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
And you know what? When I seen that when I seen that little Isupk boy up in there crying, you know what I'm saying? My eyes fell with longing for him. You know what I'm saying? I know his parents' eyes filled with longing for him, man. They you know, ain't nothing more horrible than your baby getting took from you. You know what I'm saying? That just kills you. You know, you might as well just be, you know what I'm saying, dead. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just, you know what I'm saying, feel like they just can't live. You know what I'm saying? When their kids are just getting stripped from them, man. That, you know, that like what more horrible thing can you do to a person or a kid by stripping them away from their family? You know what I mean? You know the psychological damage. You know what I'm saying? These kids gonna have from being stripped from their parents who they look to for protection. You know what I'm saying? These kids are gonna be, if they do get reunited with their parents, they're probably gonna have some psychological damage for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? They probably never gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna be the same. Parents probably never gonna be the same either. You know what I mean? Just by, you know, they're gonna be probably overbearing parents, or you know what I'm saying, just living in fear of getting their kids snatched up again. Something horrible like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just horrible, the trauma that our oppressors put us through. You know what I'm saying? And that's that much more that we need the Lord. You know what I'm saying? In the Lord's protection, man. And the only way we're gonna get it is be obedient. You know what I'm saying? You have to be obedient to the Lord. Is that it for that?
Sir.
Go ahead.
And there should be.
Go ahead, sir.
It's so heavy what you're bringing out, man. The fact that when you sit there, you think about what that word means, man, to long or something, man. That means these parents are sitting there, their kids got took from them, and it's like you sitting there staring at the door, waiting on your kid to come back, walk through that door. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't nothing you could do about it, but you just sitting there, man, longing for your damn kid to walk through that door. The same way they was doing us, like you said, when they was taking our babies and shit. The same way we sit up at night when I know your kids ain't old enough yet, but when you got sons and they walk out that damn door, man, and you just sit there and you wonder all night, man, is this cat gonna make it back up in here and one of these days, you know what I'm saying?
Time. Right.
So to long for your kids to sit there and wait for his ass, man, wait on his return. And you don't know where he at, you don't know where he, you know, that's a horrible thing for a parent to go through. So that's heavy what you're bringing out right there.
Time, sir. Yeah, the water for that. Yeah, man, it just, you know, I remember one time, you know, my uncle took my brother to the store, my little brother to the store, you know what I'm saying, without letting my mom know. And, you know, he was gone, and man, my mom, she flipped out. She flipped out. She was, man, she was going crazy looking for my brother, man. And then when my uncle finally brought him back, boy, she tore up the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? People go crazy for their kids, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing you don't do is mess with nobody kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially no black, Hispanic, and Native American kids, man. You don't do that. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? That'll put us through it. We'll be sick over that. Right. Yep. But with that, let's get Deuteronomy 48 and 50. 48 through 50.
Okay.
No, 28, Slakia. Deuteronomy 28, 48 through 50.
Okay. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
Right. So, blacks and Hispanics, we serve an enemy, man, right now. Salakia. We serve an enemy right now. In hunger and thirst, we gotta go to the enemy for everything. Like, what don't we have to go to the enemy for? We gotta go to the enemy. We work for the enemy during slavery. And all the money that we make from the enemy, we give it right back to them. We go to the grocery store, give it right back to them. We go to the you know what I'm saying, Most High in Christ, Commander General Hunter bringing out these farms and stuff, so we can get our produce from them, man. So we get some good food, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Big up to Commander General Hunter.
That's right.
Yeah, but back to the scripts though. We serve our enemy, and you know what I'm saying. In thirst, we got to get our water from the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And being that key word, the enemy. You know what I'm saying? The enemy doesn't want you strong. Would your enemy want you strong so you can, overpower him? That's one of the reasons why the enemy destroys us. So bring that from the top.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So, our food is our nourishment. So you think your enemy's going to want to make you nourished so you can become strong? No, he's not. He's going to serve you garbage. He's going to serve you just enough for you to do the work. He's going to serve you just enough nourishment for you to do the work he needs you to do. You know what I mean? That's what he's going to do. He's not going to serve you no good food to where you can get strong and smart. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
You know what I'm saying? The clothes that we wear. You know what I'm saying? Do you notice, do you see how brothers is dressing nowadays? You know what I'm saying? We not dressing too masculine these days. We dressing some skinny jeans and some homosexual apparel. I'm not talking about brothers in UPK.
Right.
I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, brothers in the world. Look what they dressed in. You know what I'm saying? Some real tight jeans with you know what I'm saying, real skinny and tight, hugging their body with the pants hanging off their butt. You know what I'm saying? They dress our women like whores. You know what I'm saying? That we you know what I'm saying? Where is the honor in that? You know what I'm saying? Where is the example for our brothers and sisters in that? You know what I mean? This is what our enemy does to us because we serve him. Because the Lord made it this way. Go ahead.
And in want of all things.
In want of all things. You know what I'm saying? If you sick, you gotta go to their hospitals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you need some medicine, you gotta get their medicine. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna keep serving you this so-called medicine, but they're not gonna give you the cure. They're not gonna make you better. They want to keep you dependent on them. Like I said, They're using you as a battery. You know what I'm saying? To fund them. You know what I'm saying? And once they use you up, they're gonna get rid of you. That's what their plan is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at all the robotics and stuff that's coming around the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Now they got all this robotics and technology, and then, you know what I'm saying, now they want to shut off the borders and stuff. You know what I mean? It just, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, you gotta just pay attention to what how evil our oppressors are, how maniacal our oppressors are, man. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with no small problem. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with such a big problem. We need to follow every instruction from the Lord to a T, right, to overcome this problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to be perfect, like the Lord say, and following these instructions. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? This is our way out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Right. And if you look around to our people now, our people is destroyed. Our people is destroyed, man. We can't even see that, you know what I'm saying, we're being used. They use the death of our brother, you know what I'm saying? They're using that to start their own war. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out there. You know what I'm saying? We think we marching for change, you know what I'm saying? We marching for their change, their war. You know what I mean? That's how destroyed we are. We can't we so brainwashed and got, you know what I'm saying, conditioned with so much Stockholm syndrome that we think that these people love us, that's marching alongside of us during these protests.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, the Wada Yahweh shot for the UPK, man.
That's right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not finna be out there, you know what I'm saying, out there looting and stuff for the you know what I'm saying, for their cause. You know what I mean? People need to wake up. You know what I mean? There's a reason why there's a pile of bricks in front of the you know what I'm saying, Target store and all these buildings, man. That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? How a pile of bricks just get delivered there? You know what I'm saying? They trying to set you up, black and Hispanic, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't fall into that garbage, man. Come to the UPK, man, and you're gonna learn how to, you know what I'm saying, see past that garbage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn how to, you know what I'm saying, be in a safe situation, man. You don't see none of this stuff happening to UPK brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we follow the Lord, you know what I'm saying, the Lord protects us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord then put, you know what I'm saying, righteous leaders, you know what I'm saying, like Commander in General, how to lead us in the right way, man. You know what I mean? So we need to, you know what I'm saying, hearken diligently and gather ourselves together. Go ahead.
Verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
Man, the nation, you know what I'm saying, the nation from far, man, you know what I'm saying, came to get us and bring us into slavery. You know what I'm saying? And they did it quick, man, as quick as the eagle flieth. Who is the eagle? You know what I'm saying? What is the eagle? You know what I'm saying? What is America's mascot? America's mascot is the eagle. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, all of our oppressors' mascot was the eagle.
Right.
Even when we was in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? The Egyptian hawk horse. You know what I'm saying? The American eagle. You know what I'm saying? That eagle that's, you know what I'm saying, on the top of the flag on them flag posts. You know what I'm saying? When they said the eagle has landed. You know what I'm saying? All of our oppressors, you know what I'm saying? They somehow they call themselves the eagle, or they familiarize themselves with the eagle somehow. You know what I mean? That's what scripture's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Yeah, because we speak in their tongue. And that's another reason why, you know, we get confounded. They catch us up in their court systems and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they're using their fancy words, their language against us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was that it for that? Go ahead.
Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Man. And that's heavy right there. You know what I'm saying? Because they will beat the crap out of your son, your little son, and they will beat the crap out of your grandma. They don't care. If you a nigga, you ain't worth spit to them. You know what I mean? You ain't worth spit to them. They will kill your little kid and not worry about it. You know what I'm saying? They will kill, they have. It's not that they will, they have, and they do this.
Right.
They kill little kids. They kill old people and do not feel bad about it. They smothered a man in the street in broad daylight, you know what I'm saying? You know, in a horrible way, on camera. Didn't feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that he didn't know that man wasn't dead. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with monsters. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need a hero. And our hero is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Through Yahweh. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? To save our kids. You know what I'm saying? They got our kids locked down in the border right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this. Read that from the top again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
Of fierce countenance. They don't give a damn. Go ahead.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Nor show favor to the young. Feeding your babies to alligators for alligator baby. You know what I mean? Molesting your kids. Snatching your kids away at the border. Showing no regard for the young. You know what I mean? We dealing with a horrible oppressor. You know what I mean? Go ahead. Let me get the 28 and 64.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Yeah.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Right. So that's the one thing how you know that we blacks, Hispanics are Israel. Start that from the top.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So we've been scattered. That's blacks and Hispanics. When, you know, Christopher Columbus came, they took our Native Indian brothers, you know what I'm saying, and our Hispanic brothers back with them. We scattered all over, and we getting oppressed all over. You know what I'm saying? You can just go on the internet right now and just see right now brothers in the UK over there just getting harassed by the police. You know what I'm saying? We scattered all over. You see all kinds of people all over the world just going through the same thing that we're going through. You know what I'm saying? Because we the ones that's going through the curses, man. We the ones that's going through the curses, man. We have to get it together. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth even into the other.
Right.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
And then we the ones that serving other gods, following other religions that we ain't supposed to be following, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, this Christianity is in it so tough. It's just like the worstest drug that's out right now.
Right.
The worstest drug is out right now. Like I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom how we still want to work with our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? When we don't want to separate. It boggles my mind how we still don't want to separate when, if you look at how good we were doing when we were separated compared to what we are now. You know what I'm saying? You know that Christianity and the serving other religions is just, you know, that Christianity is just a horrible drug. You know that's really, you know what I'm saying, devastating our people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How we will be ready to kill one of our own at the drop of a hat. But when it comes to our oppressor, we won't pinch a worm in half. We won't bust a snail shell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's because we are serving, you know what I'm saying, other religions. You know what I'm saying? That's not ours. It don't work for us because it ain't ours. It works for them because it's made for them. You know what I'm saying? That's how they can kill us and get away with it. And we still love them. You know what I'm saying? It was brainwashing to make us a perfect slave. And that's what they got right now. Perfect slaves. They can smother one of you to death in the street. They can bust in your house right now while you're sitting on the couch eating ice cream and blow your ass away.
Right.
And your baby brother would give him a hug, man. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just don't understand it, man. But that was just a part of the condition of them other religions, man. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Which we don't know. We don't know. We still don't know. And our fathers have never known because it wasn't our religion. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't our culture. We got a culture over here in UPK, man. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna love no enemy that kill us. That's for sure. You know what I mean? We not finna, you know what I'm saying? You and, you know, just know if our oppressors, one of the oppressors come kill me, I don't forgive them.
Right.
I do not forgive them. You know what I'm saying? I hope the Most High destroys him and his kids. Yes, like that. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
So even wood, that's part of that same Christianity, man. Worshiping the wood, that cross. You know what I'm saying? Which is a instrument of our King's suffering. You know what I'm saying? Which makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? That's just like your brother getting hit by a Mack truck and you get a necklace of a Mack truck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That knocked your brother in the pork chops. And that's what you get to honor your brother. You know what I'm saying? And stone. You know what I'm saying? The worshiping of the stone. You know what I'm saying? That the Muslims do. You know what I'm saying? That ain't good for nothing but skipping puddles with. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Worshiping something that another oppressor, you know what I'm saying, is another oppressor that's against your people. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But with that, go ahead, sir.
When you get off into that, worshiping other gods that neither your father has known. You got that. Because they say they worship. They say they worship God. They worship Christ. But Christ tells you not to go out and commit these atrocities and things that they do to black people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what their God? That's when you gotta be like, what God is they serving? Because they saying that they read the Bible and they do all these things, but they ain't doing none of that with the Bible. So what God are they finding in the Bible? You know what I mean?
All the time.
That your father don't know, because your father told the Most High to be to love Israel. He should. He speaks about your forefathers because they knew God to be the God of Israel. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
These people claim they know the same God. They go out and do all these atrocious things to the Lord people. So you got to ask them, what God are they serving? You don't know that God. You know what I mean?
All the time, right. And it's like that scripture say, you know what I'm saying? You know not what you serve. We know what we serve. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just digging yourself a bigger hole.
We call them the name of the Lord, but I mean, dude, what power are you serving? Because you damn sure not serving Yahweh shot. Or Yahweh, you know what I mean?
All the time.
Because black people wouldn't be in the conditions that they and the people at the borders wouldn't be going through the things they're going through if you serve the God of Israel.
Right. And it's like they don't even, you know what I'm saying? It don't even make no sense, right? Because, you know, you want to love those oppressors that don't really have the problems that your people have. You know what I'm saying? And you got so much self-hate that you're not willing to concentrate on your own suffering people to dig them out of the hole that they in, but you want to go help some people that's on top of you with their foots on your neck, literally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, the brainwashing go so deep, man. You know, but you know, that's what happens. Go ahead.
Just to piggyback off of that, there's a lot of self-hate amongst the nation, man. You got a lot of people, I don't know if you see it, if you call it brainwashed, I don't know what you would call it for a person that's an entertainer or a sports person or something out there in the world like that to come out. You know, I think I seen the rapper Lil Wayne today say that George Floyd, that his death is really black people's fault. Which is kind of a heavy statement. It's a part of me that understands that, although 95% would say that it ain't the time and place for you to voice that particular opinion.
Right.
But there's a self-hate thing, like you said. I mean, you know, you just got such a hatred for yourself and your people that you figure saying something like that, you know, will bode you either a lot of applause or a lot of attention.
Right. Well, that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? And if I may, right quick, sir, not to cut you off, but you know, he said that, but you know, does he take any accountability for that? Being the music that he put out and the example that he put out. You know what I'm saying? That's I didn't even hear that he said that, but that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Being the music that he
just to add to that kind of with that, he started with the police also. So it wasn't just like he, you know, just went against his people to say, okay, well, his death is on black people as a whole. He also said, well, you know, I don't have no problems with white officers. I don't have no problems with, you know, how white officers police the community. It's not a white problem. It's a black problem.
Wow.
It's a hard blue pill to swallow. Like I said, I do understand what you mean, but that, I was always taught that there's a time and a place to say everything. I don't really think, at what we got going on now, I wonder if he knows how that looks.
Right. And in the UPK, we know the problem is people is not serving the Lord. You feel me? Our brothers and sisters not serving the Lord. Go ahead, sir.
The time and the place to say that is when you get yourself off of drugs. Right. When you stop sitting there sipping on lean and sipping on Molly, and you have a wise statement to make that can benefit your people. You know what I mean? When you come into the ISUPK and you stop selling drugs and you stop doing drugs, and you like I said, you put that lean down and you stop doing all the monstrous things that you're doing, then maybe you can pull that wool from over your eyes and see to it that how the hell is it that brother's fault for writing a bad check and he gets murdered, even if he did. You don't even know if he was writing a bad check, but a bad check don't equal to murder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's witchcraft. He's under the influence.
Right.
Of sorcery. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
When he get his mind straight, when he get off them drugs and get his mind straight, then you're going to hear the words of an intelligent person. When he come in here and he get the understanding that Commander Junior Hunter is bringing forth to us, then you're going to hear the verbiage of a wise man. That's the verbiage of a man who's possessed right there.
Right.
Right.
Something like that. If I may, it's funny, when you come into the ISUPK, I know some brothers that's dealing with other camps. There's a certain understanding. And one of the first things I heard coming into ISUPK, being interested, is that the truth is not for everybody. And in me right now, I particularly, my wife is amongst my fiance, is amongst the 12 tribes, although not Judah. And I see the things that's happening with how the DR people, Dominican Republican people, are treating their black brothers, just jumping on people right now in Chicago, New York. And it's kind of amazing, man, that, you see these brothers, man, that look just like us, and they're really upset if you say that they're black. Like, that was a focal point for one of the arguments I saw. The dude, got to jumping on the black guy when he said, man, you black too, man. He took such offense to that it got violent. And I've never seen anything like that before. And I actually wanted to ask that question. What do you do? Naturally, you go protect yourself. That's not what I mean, I mean, what do you do, when your brothers just outright, they don't think that they got anything to do with being black? I guess, Dominican Republic, Haitian, that it's crazy how the line divides. You got like a side of the island that's like, these are niggers, and then the other side of the island, they're not niggers, and they're more in European, so to speak. And then you see it here in America. It's a crazy thing to have your own people just so against you. I think I seen one on Facebook. The man said, I hear any of the Spanish people let the monkeys come into the community. Right. And I'm like, man, in 2020, they still calling us monkeys. They really think that way about us still?
Yeah. Salakia.
That hurt.
Salakia, yeah. Hey, you know what? The Lord is going to wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Because, the black and the Mexican brothers was getting it on like that the same way. But look what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? The black and Mexican gangs is having a truce right now. They showing black and brown love right now. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to wake them up too, man. What we got to do is we got to serve the Lord. You feel me? And being that we have this knowledge, you got to have mercy on your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some people right here at work, you know what I'm saying, that that don't like me 'cause I'm black and they Hispanic, but it's got you know what I'm saying, love me. You know what I'm saying? That's just not everybody. It's just some people that still asleep. You know what I mean? But you know, you what we gotta do is we gotta just the Lord.
Right.
You know, we gotta keep being an example. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, you know, fishing and waking people up.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just do the work of the Lord, man, and you know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's my opinion on it.
So, like, and if I may, sir, I don't know who the Kudak is on the line, but I just wanted to say, you know, the two situations that you're talking about, the Dominicans and the Haitians, and what our oppressor has done to our people as far as the knowledge and the stuff that he passed down to us from generation to generation that has us hating each other, along with what you talked about initially, that black hate, right? Now, yeah, there's some black hate going on, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we charge our oppressor for everything first. We charge our oppressor for black hate, right? Now, if you come into this truth, you learn to do better, you learn to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you learn how to treat your brother brotherly, right? And now we're responsible for keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, treating our brothers and sisters brotherly and sisterly, and that's how we get rid of that so-called black hate. But at the end of the day, that black hate that he was talking about, yeah, it may be a valid point, but we charge our oppressor for that first. I'm done, sir.
Right. And there's some heavy points, man, and we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody said it's gonna be easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a war that we in. This is a war. Go ahead, sir.
Once again, your job is to stay disciplined and stay up in this truth doing the work of the Most High.
That's right. That's right.
Like you brought out, hey, this truth ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna get it on this time. It's your job to go out and present it, though. You have to stay disciplined. You have to get to work. I mean, you have to have the knowledge to go out here and feed it to these brothers. If they don't expect it, then don't spin your wheels too tough in the same spot. Don't burn all your rubber off your tires in the same spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like Pastor Bob said, you're going to be the example that they see. Well, hey, you know, we call these brothers, we can tell these brothers' spirit was different. Every brother in this truth, when people come over and talk to us, they can tell our spirit is different. We ain't no gangbangers, we ain't doing none of that. We could hit you with a couple of these jewels that you supposed to tie around your neck and go out and be proud of and go try to pass them on to other brothers.
Right.
If you can't, you gotta go, hey, shalom, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. Don't dig into the mud. And like I say, these brothers just ain't woke right now. They speaking unwise words because we all spoke like that. I thought it was black and just connections all day. You know what I mean? Especially at school, man, it was on and cracking. Practically, now I look back and be like, man, we played football together though. We played football together, but we couldn't hang together. So that's a level of division right there. But you know, for the most part, I'll let you get back to your class so I can you got something else to bring out.
Yeah, man. So the main thing is, man, we just want to serve the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta think our people is not, you know what I'm saying, woke yet. You know what I'm saying? Our people is still sleep. You know what I mean? But it's up to us to you know what I'm saying, have, you know, they might be saying these horrible things about us, but you know what I'm saying, we got mercy on our people.
Right.
If he your brother, man, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go to the brotherhood scriptures and have mercy on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them's the one that don't know what they doing. We should not have been our brother. Yeah, man. So we gotta have mercy on our brothers, man. That's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I'll say,
Grudge.
the deeper you get into this truth, the less you're gonna be impressed by simple terms. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Time.
The less you're gonna be impressed by that witchcraft talk that they out there doing. The deeper you get into the scripture, you start dissecting and breaking it down and understanding that that's self-hatred right there. Somebody hates his people. But that comes, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to get into these bars. Go ahead, Tugger.
Yeah, man, and we got big time coons in Judah. We got big time coons. You just seen what was just saying what Lil Wayne was saying. You know what I'm saying, with his alien looking ass. You know what I'm saying? But what about that one sister? What's the one sister that right now that's just super cooning? Canada, yeah. Look, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, our people is brainwashed big time, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to be the example. We have to serve the Lord, you know what I mean? And we just got to, you know what I'm saying? We just got to be diligent, man. That's all I can say, man. Just be diligent and serve the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste an opportunity to be perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? To be that example, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? Brothers gonna feed off of that, man. My brothers, man, they beautiful to me, man. You know what I'm saying? My brothers is, you know what I'm saying? They excellent. You know what I'm saying? We argue and, you know what I'm saying? And have disagreements all the time. But my brothers is excellent because we can follow the scriptures and gain each other back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so they the problem with them is they not in the UPK, man. You know what I'm saying? They not in the UPK. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Shoot, man. I can't. It's only. I mean, it's only a couple brothers I probably ain't had a disagreement with. You know what I'm saying? But we gain each other, man. It's the brotherhood, man. You know, you just gotta have mercy on them, man. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's disappointing. But, you know, just stick to the scriptures and everything gonna be all right. You know what I mean? That just is what it is. And that's all I got to say about it. You know what I mean? Any more questions or comments?
Also, this is young man Tully.
Go ahead.
Got in a little late today. So, barring all the things that we see, the one thing I am noticing out there is that it ain't too many people wanting to listen. I've seen, you know, some videos Isupk out there preaching, you know, during some of the protests. And a lot of wicked people. It's like, you know, trying to steer people past what the brothers is saying, what the brothers is trying to bring out, you know. They preaching hate speech, you know, that's the number one you're going to hear. We see that one constantly. But just our own people, you know, just wicked enough to want everybody to bypass it. You don't even want a person to lend an ear,
right?
You know, out of your wickedness.
Yeah, it's
knowing
hard.
that what you're hearing is factual.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what it is, man. This is what it is. This is war that we're in. You know what I'm saying? But out of 1,000, how many is you gonna get? Let me ask you that.
You might get one grape off that tree.
You gonna get 1 out of 1,000 brothers. You know what I'm saying? So think about that when you out there trying to you know what I'm saying? Right now, I just, you know, just learn the truth. Just learn the truth. You know what I'm saying? We out here fishing men, You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just know that you're 1 out of 1,000. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? For women, it's 1 out of 10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just think about how many battles you got to go through to get that one brother. You got to go through 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That in the UPK, we don't want everybody. You know what I'm saying? We don't want everybody in UPK. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's them purple fucking, you know what I'm saying? IUIC or some shit, trying to get every brother out. You know what I'm saying? You can. You know what I'm saying? It's only a chosen few in this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? If you come in the UPK, yeah, great. You know what I'm saying? But you might not stay in this Slovakia up in this thing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is 1 in 1,000 brothers, man. You know? And you know, it's 1 out of 10,000 sisters. You know what I'm saying? So just think, when you out here trying to give brothers knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to go through 999 battles before you can get one. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got that one, man, you're gonna make the angels rejoice, man.
That's right.
You know? So that is what it is, man. Our people just stiff necked, man. We need to be saved, man. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's all. Man. Kai, go ahead, sir.
When you going out there, you seeing all them brothers that's turning. First of all, that them brothers, they evil do it. They love themselves. You know what I mean? They love themselves too much to come and do the will of the Most High. That's why they stand in front of the camp and tell them we spew and hate, because they don't want to turn from the wickedness that they doing. And we telling them to take a approach. You know what I'm saying? Turn away from that stuff we're doing. They say we evil, and we always going to tell them to separate. We ain't say kill nobody. Just separate yourself and let's build us a counseling structure that can govern us. You know what I mean? So what's evil about that? And then the second part you say, you gotta cry out to the wind. If ain't nobody listening, cry loud. When nobody's listening, you just keep crying. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Prophesy to the wind, sir.
Out into the atmosphere.
Right.
But like Tyler Pop said, them 999 ain't gonna hear it. Keep crying aloud. That it's gonna fall on the ears of that one person who was meant to be up in you. You know what I mean?
Right. And we don't even want everybody up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna tell you that. You're gonna learn that. They don't want everybody off in here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done heard Captain Gadalhar say, you know, find out who this brother is that's doing this so we can get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know, it is what it is, man. We want soldiers up in this thing, man. Salakia. We want soldiers up in here, man. You know what I mean? And you know, not everybody's a soldier, man. You just gotta remember, it's gonna be 144,000 now, man. It's billions of Israelites in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
144,000 is gonna be the kingdom. You know. So with that, anything else? Any other comments, questions? All right, with that, I'm gonna end this class. The water for everybody that showed up and tuned in. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Al Bashim Yahshua to all the sisters. Shalom.